Sony continuously impressed fans with its consistent output of stellar first-party games throughout the PS4 generation, and many of those games have gone down as some of the best experiences of recent memory. The Japanese gaming giant is building on that momentum with this generation, and 2023 and beyond has plenty of PlayStation games to look forward to and get excited about. Forspoken. Luminous Productions is finally rounding up work on the highly anticipated Forspoken, and it's due for release on January 24th for PS5 and PC. Forspoken puts players into the shoes of Frey Holland, a former New Yorker who gets mystically transported to the land of Athia, along with a sentient bracelet that gets magically attached to her hand. The traversal and combat looks like a lot of fun, and there's a lot to love here, ranging from the vast number of spells at your disposal to the many boss fights and open world activities and so much more. Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Insomniac Games has cemented itself as one of Sony's top talents, and a lot of that can be attributed to its astounding work on Marvel's Spider-Man and its follow-up Miles Morales. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 will see Peter Parker and Miles Morales joining forces to face Venom and any other villains that may be pulling his strings. Not a lot is known about gameplay details at the moment, but fans can expect to know more about the game pretty soon since it's slated for release during 2023 for PS5. Marvel's Wolverine. Marvel's Wolverine is yet another upcoming action-adventure game from Insomniac Games, but sadly, we don't have much information on the gameplay and story fronts at the moment. That said, it's going to be interesting to see how the developer will translate its learnings from past projects to this brand new IP. And hopefully, it will turn out great as well. Marvel's Wolverine releases for PS5 sometime in the near future. Season, A Letter to the Future. Season, A Letter to the Future sees you taking control of Estelle, a young woman who embarks on a road trip across uncharted lands and picturesque valleys in search of new people and experiences. It's presented with a cel-shaded aesthetic, and the gameplay looks pretty relaxing from what we have seen up until this point. We will be checking it out when it releases for PS4, PS5, and PC on January 31st, 2023. Horizon Call of the Mountain. Firesprite Games' upcoming Horizon Call of the Mountain will launch alongside the much-anticipated PSVR 2 on February 22nd, 2023. The game is obviously set in the Horizon universe, but you will be taking the role of a new protagonist, Ryas, a former Shadowcarja warrior on a quest for redemption. The story premise sounds interesting, and hopefully the PSVR 2 will also open up new avenues for interactive gameplay as well. Silent Hill 2 Remake. Silent Hill 2 is still considered as one of the best survival horror games of all time, and after a healthy dose of rumors, Konami has finally confirmed that a full-fledged remake is in the works at Bloober Team. Details are scant at the moment, but the developers are teasing radical improvements in terms of AI and world design, among other things. It will be released for PC and PS5 sometime in the near future. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic stands tall as one of the finest RPGs of all time, and it's only natural that fans would want to replay this one hell of a game with high-fidelity visuals and modern gameplay. Thankfully, the developer is hard at work on a full-fledged remake that should check all of these boxes, and it will release for PS5 and PC sometime in the near future. Death Stranding 2, working title. Death Stranding may not have started life on a strong note, but countless fans have now warmed up to this unique experience since its release over 3 years ago, who have been craving for a sequel. Death Stranding 2 is finally in the works, and while the story trailer is as cryptic as ever, we do know that Sam Porter and Fragile will be playing an important role in the story, and the players can expect to ride new vehicles like the unicycle that we saw in the same trailer. It will be released for PS5 and PC in the near future. The Dark Pictures Switchback. Supermassive Games has been delivering hit after hit with its Dark Picture anthology games, and the Dark Picture Switchback looks like an attempt to translate that success to Sony's newest VR platform. It's said to be a high-octane rollercoaster ride filled to the brim with horrific encounters, complete with antagonistic forces that players have faced in Anthology Season 1. The developer has stated that it will be utilizing the PSVR 2 features to make horror more personal than before. And that has us excited to jump into Switchback when it releases on February 22nd, 2023. Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores expansion. Horizon Forbidden West is easily one of the best games of 2022, thanks to a gorgeous open world that's filled to the brim with dangerous creatures and lovable characters. While there's no shortage of things to do in Forbidden West, many fans are craving for more of the same, and that Burning Shores expansion aims to do just that. Taking place in a dilapidated Los Angeles, this expansion will feature brand new story content, machines and environmental threats such as active volcanoes. Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores expansion releases exclusively for PS5 on April 19, 2023. Pacific Drive. Pacific Drive looks like a weird but beautiful mix of genres. It's as much a game about driving as it is about survival. The basic goal is to drive a busted up station wagon out of a hazardous environment. But in order to do that, you have to upgrade your vehicle with resources scattered throughout the environment, which will help you inch closer to the finish line. In addition to that, the developer is also teasing some mystery elements in the experience, so we can expect Pacific Drive to have a lot of gameplay variety too. It releases for PS5 and PC sometime this year. Goodbye Volcano High. Goodbye Volcano High is a cinematic adventure that takes you through the teenage years of protagonist Fang, as they grapple with many highs and lows of high school. Of course, decision-making will be crucial for the final outcome of this branching narrative, and players can also blow off steam by playing different instruments with rhythm-based minigames among other distractions. The visual presentation looks charming with hand-drawn art and expressive animations, and hopefully the narrative will tug at all the right heartstrings as well. Goodbye Volcano High releases for PS4, PS5, and PC sometime this year. Lost Soul Aside. Another upcoming hack-and-slash game on the list, developer UltiZero's Lost Soul Aside definitely carries a lot of action game influences on its sleeve. You take control of a warrior and a shape-shifting companion as the duo embarks on a grand adventure in a futuristic dystopia. The visuals are really crisp, and the action is aptly brutal, which makes Lost Soul Aside a game worth rooting for. It releases for PS4 and PS5 sometime in the near future. Shia. Awaseb's Shia describes itself as a tropical open-world adventure, and that's really the best description that one can have for this game. It looks like a delightful and relaxing adventure as you use Chia's powers to set off on a quest to save her father from the clutches of a tyrant. The traversal looks promising, mostly thanks to Chia's ability to take on the form of creatures like birds and dogs. In addition to this, you can also sail around the surrounding seas or jam out to your favorite tunes on a fully playable ukulele. Shia releases for PS5, PS4, and PC sometime in the near future. Final Fantasy XVI. Not set in an open world, Final Fantasy XVI is poised to bring a grand adventure for fans of the RPG genre. You play as Clive Rosefield as he gets embroiled in a war against ever-growing corruption. The combat will be a mix of turn-based and real-time action. It's set to release for PS5 on June 23, 2023. Hey, did you know that we at Gaming Vault upload new videos every day? Stick around, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and let us know what kind of content you'd like to see in the future with a comment below.